Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Let's get open for business. Guys, I've been blessed with Katie. Katie is incredible. She's gorgeous. She's got an accent. She's a half a world away. And she understands football better than some of the people that come in here and comment. Well, you got to take the good with the bad. There's a balance in the universe. And when you have someone who's so beautiful, well, you have to have something to balance it out.
Hey, Mark.
And we've got Philly 500 here. How you doing, Philly?
What's up? Look at this beautiful face. You can't tell me this is a face only a mother can love, right?
You got that
Am I
right.
I know. I'm sorry. Close your eyes and listen if you need to.
Nah, it's all
good. It is what
it is. You know we got nothing but mad love for you. Check out Philly 500's page. We're trying to get him over 10,000 before the end of the season, especially when they're out of the playoff chase. Definitely go in and let them know. Way to go. But we're here actually talking about playoffs because both of our teams are live. Basically, we have about a 95% chance of making the playoffs. If either the Redskins or the Eagles lose a game, we win the division. Or if we just win one game, we win the division. But it is conceivable if we lose two, of course, Tampa Bay and the Giants, and the Eagles win both of them, they're in the playoffs in our spot. But there may be another way for you guys to get in.
That's right.
I mean, the wild card. Because I got to be honest, to me, does the NFC seem like it's all of a sudden open again?
Wide open. If you look at the way the Rams and the Saints have played, it's wide open. Now, I will say with the Saints, I think they're a totally different team at home than when they're on the road. So if they get home field throughout the playoffs, I think that's the tough place to play. I think that's going to be hard.
Yeah, but I got to tell you,
open.
To me, the Saints, since, the Cowboys played him, and he took a hit. I mean, Drew Brees took some punishment. You don't know if he's dealing with something like Carson Wentz was or like Cam Newton because, I know they scored 28 against Tampa Bay. I mean, 28 points for my Cowboys, hell, that's a hell of a lot of points. But it was only Tampa Bay with like the 28th rated defense.
Yeah.
And then this past weekend past game with Carolina.
He hasn't looked right in the last few weeks. I agree.
And then the Rams, of course, they're 3-3, and Jared Goff has had like 65 as his highest QBR in the last 3 games. I mean, you talking about Dak.
Yeah. I think that when he lost Cooper Kupp, I think he has not looked the same. I think Cooper Kupp was really big for Jared Goff.
I think you may be right on that one.
And I think that he's been hurt since then.
Your Eagles
wide open.
Well, your Eagles actually, without Carson Wentz, surprise,
surprise.
They looked
Nick
great
Foles,
last week.
Yeah, it was a total team win. I mean, it was the best that their offense looked, their defense looked, and their special teams in one game. All season, it's been a struggle to get everything to kind of play well together. This was the first time I thought the defensive line got consistent pressure. I thought the offensive line blocked well. And look, Nick Foles, he has a calming influence on that team. And I think the one thing Carson can learn from him going forward is trust your players. Like he threw a couple passes to Alshon down the field that weren't great passes, but he let Alshon go make a play for it. I think sometimes Carson tries to do too much. But, the team believes in Nick Foles, and there's no reason to think that he can't keep this thing going.
Well, we're dealing with the people that think that Dak needs to be replaced. And like we were talking, I don't know where you just go out and find a quarterback. I mean, you guys are fortunate to at least have Nick Foles, who played lights out down the stretch there and into the Super Bowl. So with Carson Wentz kind of hurting and things, how are they feeling about him as a quarterback? Because he was injured his rookie year in training camp. Remember, he missed all that time. Ended up starting, and it was his rookie year.
Yeah.
Last year he was doing really good, but then, of course, injures the knee, and now we're talking about a back. Are you guys worried about that guy's health coming forward?
I think. Look, I'm a huge Carson guy. I do think it's fair to wonder if he's injury prone, and I think time will tell.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I give him a break on two things. One, the rib injury in preseason, if it was the regular season and he was a starter, he could have probably played through that.
Mm-hmm.
But, and then this year he had the ACL and then the back injury. Even though they may not be related directly, I think it's indirectly related because the way he tends to not plant on that left foot and the way he was throwing some passes. Yeah. But I think it's fair. I think it's a fair question. I think it's a fair question. I believe in Carson. I know that the organization believes in Carson, but the fan base is going to be in a full civil war this year between Foles and Carson. That's here. That's going to be here, and that's going to stay. But unfortunately for the Foles guys, Carson's staying.
I'm an idiot, right? I mean, I'm an
course.
Idiot with a day job and a voodoo doll. I said in the beginning of the year, before the season started, I said, here's what I thought was going to happen. I said, I think the Eagles are going to take a big step back because it's hard to repeat in the NFC East. You were the last team to repeat. That was 2003, 2004 season. Mm-hmm. And I said, because you've got a shorter off season, because everybody wants the things that you have, players, coaches, and all that it's hard to stay on top of the mountain. But I said also that Nick Foles was going to start playing, that Carson Wentz would come back too soon on that knee because he wanted to grab his team back, and he wouldn't be ready. And it would start a civil war on your team.
No, there is going to be one within the fan base. I don't think in the organization. The organization is set with Carson. I think Foles will probably be a free agent at the end of the year. He's slated to make $20 million in cap. You're not going to have a backup quarterback making $20 million. So most likely he'll be gone.
Make a real decision. I mean, even the fact that it was $14 million this year. We're talking about. Everybody's like, well, you can't pay Dak more than $15 million. I'm like, Foles is getting 14 and he's sitting on the bench. But be that as it may. So you got the Texans coming up, and then the Skins to finish off the season. How are you feeling about the Texans game?
Yeah, I feel good about the Texans game, and I feel good for a couple reasons. One, I don't think the Texans had played that good in the last few weeks. Jets gave them a hard time.
True.
It's December. It's going to be cold. It's Philly. So they're coming into Philly, and this was the best game the Eagles played. And
is that known as the battery effect?
The battery effect?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They start throwing batteries at you and everything else.
Yeah. Of course. Well, there has to be a reason why. Like, you have to be like a former player that talked crap about the team or something. It depends. But what was I going to say? Oh, and the Eagles beating the Rams, I feel like just the feeling of the team is that they're just getting things going, and they think that they're going to go on a roll. So I feel very confident that we have a chance that we'll win this game. And I think if we win this game, we'll beat the Redskins. And I think Minnesota is the team that we have to look at to get in.
Well, here's the thing. Minnesota is 7-6-1, half game ahead of you. They've got the Lions and then the Bears. And that may be the problem on that one, because the Lions aren't very good, so they should be able to get that one. Not that the Vikings are very good. And the Bears may have nothing to play for.
They do now. Because we beat the Rams, they'll have a second seed bye week. See, think about this. If they go and the Bears beat San Francisco, they'll be playing early next week before the Rams. If the Rams were to lose one of the last two and they went out, they get that second seed. So they're going to go into the last week of the season needing to beat Minnesota, which is a break for us.
Well, I didn't think of it that way, but yeah, okay. I forgot about the Rams losing too. Okay. All right, and then you get the Seahawks, of course, but they're 8-6. You would need them to lose, basically two. They got the Chiefs and the Cardinals. I could see them possibly losing to the Chiefs and the Cardinals. They shouldn't have any problem if they really need it. And of course, the Redskins have the Titans this week, and then you guys. So one of you guys are going to eliminate the other one. Yeah,
that's going to happen. I think the Redskins are going to. I think the Redskins will be eliminated this week in Tennessee, and they'll be playing spoiler to us. Hopefully, next week. I don't think they beat Tennessee at all.
Well, I got to tell you, man, my Cowboys, we always get a lot of flack, and we're known as like the jailbird team and stuff. But you look at the Redskins and some of that safety of theirs yesterday being arrested and put on the commissioner's list. Signing Reuben Foster. It's like, hello, they had Gillette. I mean, they've had so many guys that are constantly in trouble, and yet they still can't bust a grape.
I can't. No.
I mean, at least if you're going to get these crazy guys that are going to be, at least get some results out of them. You talk about a dumpster fire. The Redskins, man, that team, they're going to be screwed for the next couple of years with, I don't think Alex Smith is ever going to play football again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what his contract is and his, cap hit and all that. It's up
$70 million guaranteed is what that contract had.
Wow.
So they're going to be paying chunk of change for the next 3 years on that contract, and they're going to have to draft somebody or that's the crazy thing, because see, you and I are basically in the same boat, and I know it's hard to believe, guys, but the way you talk about Dak needs to be replaced, they're in Philadelphia talking about needing to replace Carson Wentz or keep Nick Foles. How bad is it in Philly?
I don't think it's super, super bad right now, but I do think that there are a lot of Eagle fans who believe that they're better with Nick Foles, that he's just better. And, for whatever reason, I think there's some people that would like Foles to be the guy. And, Carson, we could trade him or whatever. At least that's what I've dealt with people. But I think most of the people know that this is Carson's team. When he's healthy, he's playing. We love Nick Foles. Nick Foles is a legend for what he did, bringing them the first title. But Carson Wentz is the future, and there should be no question about that.
I tell you what, you want gasoline on fire? Let you guys win the next 2 games and make the playoffs.
Oh, I know.
If that happens with Nick Foles and you guys win 3 in a row to get into the playoffs, it will get ugly. It will be. You will literally have 2 sides. It'll be Pat and Geno's with machine guns. Okay?
It's coming. I think it's coming. I think it's coming because I think the Eagles are going to get in. I think we're going to get in. And let me say, I love this time of year. Just for you Dallas fans, Christmas, holidays.
Yeah.
And this is when Dallas tends to hit. And is there any way possible please God, let the Buccaneers just beat them, because if they beat you, you're going to be in panic mode. You guys are going to be nervous against the Giants. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Too bad it won't happen, though.
The Buccaneers are awful on the road. They've lost like 12 straight.
They stink.
Our team has won. I think we're 5 at home, 5-2 at home. We've been awful on the road. That's our problem is on the road this year, which is strange because for a while there we used to be a lot better on the road than we were at home. I mean, last year we only won 3 games at home. So football is just a crazy thing, and it's a week-to-week league. You just never know who shows up. If somebody told me that you guys were going to win against the Rams, I would have said you're smoking crack, but you guys ended up doing it. And if somebody said we were going to be shut out against the Colts, again, I would have said you're going to be smoking crack. But that's the great thing about football, that it's so unpredictable and things.
Yeah.
So are you ready for Christmas?
I'm ready, man. I'm ready. One more day. Got a busy day tomorrow. Kids, school, got some things to do for them. And then after that, it's come home, chill out, and then I'll stream the game Sunday. And then after I stream the game Sunday, I'm going to take probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just kind of hang out with the family. Okay. I'm ready, man.
Well, that's great to hear. So tell everybody where to find you so they can come troll you.
Come troll me. Come find me at Philly 500, Philly.500. If you need to break away from the satanic cult of the Dallas Cowboys for a little bit, just come on over. Man, we will bring some light into your life. Philly 500 is the channel, though. In all seriousness, I love coming on here. Love you, Mark. And
Appreciate it, man.
For having me.
Well, I tell you what, I'm trying, when it comes to the off season, I don't know how soon it's going to be coming, but we're going to try and do some more upgrades and stuff. I love actually it feels like you're sitting right next to me here. I may build another locker over here so that we have another monitor so we can do kind of like an around the horn type thing and stuff. And Very cool. Can kind of offset you some by putting Katie in the other locker.
Yeah, you need something for
we need something to help. Something to balance this stuff out.
This hurts your eyes. This hurts my eyes. That's why my wife is blind. Nobody knows that. But no, she's not really. But she wants to be.
That's why we love you, man. All right, man. You have a Merry Christmas and good luck to your Eagles. Did I
You
ever-
too. Good luck to your Cowboys. Good luck to you guys.
Did I really say that?
You did.
Okay.
I got it on tape.
All right. I'm Mark Holmes with the Dingbat, Philly 500. I'll see you soon.